Welcome to the April 10th edition of the WMTV's Flat Hat Insider. I'm Lauren Stephenson. The College of William & Mary's fraternity moved one step closer in the process of selecting the new fraternity housing this Wednesday. Fraternity house choices were allotted according to the chapter's past accomplishments in history. A panel comprised of faculty, administrators, and housing board members designated fraternities as either a top 5 chapter or a bottom 4 chapter. The selections were based on various factors, including awards, honors, community involvement, academic integrity, service activities, and alumni support. The top 5 fraternities will be randomly selected for housing spots 1 through 5, and the bottom 4 will then be randomly selected for spots 6 through 9. Alpha Tau Omega, Delta Phi, Kappa Delta Rho, Sigma Chi, and Beta Theta Pi were selected as the top 5. The bottom 4 are Delta Chi, Kappa Alpha, Lambda Chi Alpha, and Pi Kappa Alpha. A report produced by the Princeton Review in collaboration with RateMyProfessors.com listed 10 College of William & Mary professors as among the 300 best undergraduate professors in the United States. The 10 professors from the college who made the list are English and American Studies Professor Elizabeth Barnes, Associate Professor of History Philip Daylater, Associate Professor of Government David Dessler, William R. Kennan Jr. Professor of Humanities Melvin Patrick Ely, Adjunct Professor of Psychology Frederick P. Frieden, Distinguished Associate Professor of Classical Studies William Hutton, Class of '55, Associate Professor of Geology Rowan Lockwood, Pre-Med Advisor and Adjunct Professor of Biology Beverly Schur, Associate Professor of Psychology Peter Vishton, and Pullen Professor of History Jim Wittenberg. Congrats to the 10 of them. The most recent edition of the Flat Hat looks into the college's Food Service Advisory Committee, or the FSAC, as part of their continued examination of campus dining services. According to the article, regular items on the committee's agenda include the dining manager's report, general comments from students regarding food quality and service, and any other particular student concerns. In the past year, the FSAC recommendations resulted in a to-go option at lunch in the Sadler Center, late-night food options in the Sadler Center, and Dunkin' Donuts coffee in the marketplace. In the past, FSAC also made it possible to swipe twice during one meal period. Currently, the FSAC's 18 members are in the process of responding to student dining recommendations and looking into the expiration of the current food service provider Aramark's contract, which will occur this spring. For more of this week's stories and more information on the upcoming housing selection process, pick up the latest edition of the Flat Hat and check us out on our website, flathatnews.com. And be sure to follow William & Mary Television and the Flat Hat on Twitter and like us on Facebook. We'll see you next week for another edition of the Flat Hat Insider.